All right, welcome Speed SF drivers to your Thunderhill specific track video during this COVID times that we have going on here in 2020. I am your host, Joe McGuigan, and this is my co-host, JJ McGuigan. Say hi. So, we're going to be spending the weekend at Thunderhill Raceway on the East Loop. It's awesome to be back here. We have a few different things to go over with, starting off with sound. So, before 9 a.m., it'll be 95 decibels for everybody. That is 9 a.m. and earlier. So I believe we go hot at 8. Just check the schedule to verify, but regardless, before 9 o'clock, it will be 95 decibels. After 9 o'clock, we will jump up to the 103 decibels, and day will resume as normal there. As far as the specifics with a crew member or passengers this weekend, you as a driver are allowed one crew member, family member, whatever. You're allowed one person to come with you on the list, and that person can ride with you in the car if they want to. But there are no, extra guests or anything like that allowed. It's one per driver. So just keep that in mind. That's how we're going to keep the numbers down in general. But the plus side is that if you bring your crew member and they want to ride with you, they can, assuming they have all the safety gear and whatnot. And of course, they're the right age. Now, specifically, once we're at Thunderhill, we're going to have our check-in like we've had at other events. We're going to have, a drive-through check-in where you're going to get your wristband and whatnot. If you pass the online driver's test, which I hope you do, with 100%, you're going to show them that, get your driver's meeting sticker. And that will more or less get you set for the day. You'll have your colored wristband, you'll have your driver's meeting sticker, and you're ready to go at that point. Just follow the schedule and you'll be going out on track. Now, if you're a novice group, you're still going to be meeting with me as I'm going to have the introduction to the instructors and kind of how the program's going to work. So make sure you listen for those announcements. After the check-in's done, find a spot in the paddock, whether it be under the awning or in between the awnings. Just again, do our best to spread out. Now, as far as the track entrances at Thunderhill East, the entrance is going to be between kind of the break in the K-wall, kind of midway down the paddock. So there's the two big awnings and all this space in the middle. And then trackside, there's a couple smaller little awnings, and the entrance is near those smaller little awnings. But you'll see where everyone's kind of guiding you to go. Now, once you go up the hot pit lane, there'll be two lanes as normal, a fast lane and a slow lane. Fast lane is going to go out first, slow lane is going to go out second. So pretty self-explanatory there. Do your best to kind of self-grade yourself, make sure you're where you need to be. Now, once you're out on track for your first session, as standard, the first 2 laps are going to be yellow flag. This means no passing. I don't want you to be going at a school bus pace. I want you to go at a decent pace, but just remember you can't pass each other until after those yellows disappear and we see a green, or just, again, the flags disappear in general. You'll only typically see a green down the front straightaway. But if you get to another manned station and there's no more yellow waving, you may assume green and track is clear at that point. Now, as far as the actual on-track specific spots, we're going to have checkered flag at start-finish, and we're also going to have it over by turn 11 as normal. So if you see it by turn 11/12, your session is over. Come on in the hot pits, come in the pits, and your session's over with. You don't need to see it again down the start-finish. If you do, you're not holding up the next group. As usual, the track exit is right between turn 14 and 15. Just hug all the way on the side to the right, and it'll put you back in the pit lane. That is also the exit you're going to take if you get a black flag or a meatball flag. So make sure you know where that exit is. Anytime you're exiting off track, whether it be because you got a black or you got the checkered or your passenger's green in the face, whatever, make sure, hand out the window in a fist. That's to signify you're doing something different. And you're good from there. Now, when you're in the paddock, the speed limit is 10 miles an hour or less. We prefer it to be around 5. Because again, there's other people wandering around, there's small children potentially. I don't think there's any animals or anything like that. It's not Laguna where we have squirrels that run out randomly. So just keep that in mind. Keep that paddock speed down low. Now, one thing that's really important with Thunderhill, especially on the East Loop, when you leave the pits, there is a blend line for turn 1. So when you exit the pits, there is a solid white line that kind of takes you through a majority of turn 1 there. Anytime you leave the pits, whether you're the first one out, you're coming out midway, you're coming out from a black flag, whatever, you need to stay right of that white blend line. You need to always stay, to the right of it, because what happens is you risk the potential of cutting somebody off that's doing 100 plus miles an hour. So if you cross that white blend line leaving the pits, that is an automatic black flag. So please, 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 anytime you leave the pits, stay right of that white blend line. I can't stress that enough. Other than that, we will be having the Speed SF Challenge on Sunday. We will hold a specific challenge meeting. Our resident motorsports guy, Scott Smith, will hold that for us. And then we'll make sure that's good to go. If you don't know what the Speed SF Challenge is, check out our website. Come find me in person. Come find Scott. We're more than happy to explain to you what it is. Other than that, I think that's everything. Did we miss anything? Are we good? We ready to track? I think we're ready to track. It's going to be hot this weekend, so please, please, please stock up on water. Make sure you're ready to stay hydrated. Make sure your car is good to go. Bring some canopies so that way if you don't get under the metal canopies, if you're out in the middle, you have some shade. And then we'll see you there. Say bye. She's like, nah. All right, guys, see you then.